Lord Kenya was Sikaba. This is Highlife Radio. Your boy Patrick Osen and I are Befi. Sikasem program in yesterday. No. Iti catch on your be no some country in your be. Na yemfatishe so. You know, into us Lord Kenya, everybody see. Sikaba Mpa, a boy Patrick Befi, Highlife Radio, Sikasem program, no, and here starting now, send a canon, no, catch you near being on some country near being in Statiano, no, Sikasem program, no, about say 7 to 9 p.m. every Monday. It's send you can a fun, a discussion, a addition to be brave. If I'm gym. Say the way I economy, debt free living, in your paying for the church, as I say, direction ye change kakra. You say a canning your money doors be brave, a crime any bit in your first one, it be stay debt free. And I say, Scassam ye church will be brave. Some make us a bear, this be brave, be brave. Patrol, you have been on some country, you be said, yeah, Mr. Tiano, on train, Yo, therefore, senior kind discussing program every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. every Monday. Isikasem, I will see if any Isikasem, I will see if any your boy Patrick Murphy, Highlife Radio discussing program. Last week, if we started with our financial goals, how to set our financial goals. And last week, you send you see a quiet fast way between set your financial goals. You as I say, a DNA, a day better so financial peace education and proven biblical money principle. You be go to near home, say a quiet fast way is casino. And I say what other way a bit me. Sending you see canano. Catch you maybe now in train home for last one. Now to see sending see can financial goals every now you be started the education. You're dying home catch you never know some country now you embrace here. Pa lumba say a sikasem. And she sikasem ya Buana penny fossil near Yamofra. Till says she sikasem ye. Sending a sikan and a financial peace education, proven biblical money principle. Proven biblical money principle. They're saying, who said, a name of Bray, a coso away financial moon, who said, financial, Sikasem dear, to say, I did Bakwa, a fry bibia, Bibiano, Sikasem a fran. Yen to me cook a bra, Yen Sikasem. If I was here, Sikasem ye. Maybe a trim and chim, I check a crab 15 years ago, and I'm a warrior now. The cabby about worrying a payment because no payment be brave. It's the way and say, the year Juma Kama, Sikaba, and Subahuna, as a still Sikan and so. Jaffe, what I said, I said, the Nema scanning Kui, and so I was going to come once a papa say what it was I expected to be happy. To be so happy. It's what it's one man, I say, as a fair bay routine. Coming probably related to the piano. I said, what was happening? So, BBB should have happened. Every year, be how tries to be increasing income. You try to be increasing, no cost. But still, now, nothing say, as it's getting now, because payment in the door. Go payment be a car payment, it's a whole lot of payment. We hear Jumas can be 2 account man and now so move. Yeah, I never move. Man is a nipper shot, is a side in the corner. Or see it me change, sir, and Yaman. It is that he said, a dear may be a bit Yaman change. A cousin in you, your way first born, Master best right. To buy your best right now, or shit. or mommy book be. So it's a book be ma. To be book and read it, but I have a respect for that man. So me the book need to buy be man. Should I read the book? Now when one time me, my wife saw a quack or idea or quack or idea was told to something to use me card and I'm a debit card and the card man. The man or koi or buy the new kusu. The other kusu. Beside us, now when you say card is scanning soon nowadays, amami. You know, we say sometimes as always kakakra or card so. But when she done your big purchases be it's in office say. And yeah, you be 500, was all tardy 200, 500, all tardy a year friend saying 50, 40, 30. It office only a big purchase be but we said I don't know nasa. It's I me question here and says cano, my big purchase be by a call. And with the guilt, no many wouldn't say me no many could talk book now. I said the man was my terms. Small book be. Friend, the richest man in Babylon. I'm starting to read it. That book will energize me. And I'm starting to me EBB for myself. Until within a short time, you know, Kobo Bosia to a car started a leasing company, small one be. And Tina say, a course of kakra. Because Bosia, the Nipakoje, needed to toss honey and Tino. I think you must start to say, course near the Nana, Fibiki to ABC. Because of your payment, you know, say, can't enter near Jumaka Crabia, not say, what's actual. Apart from that, so no. Koji Abu said, Yama Kosaka, no side payment, Kakrabia account, what could you be before be now say payment? Tina say, a cost road near cost rosa. Tina's still not in your way. I feel just a seminar, me cost seminar for financial seminars near deal try. But I quite now, when I chose, I say, also Deka, Koji loan, you know, no money down, you real estate. Then the whole lot of those say, Nina, bottom line, they say, I say, then was here, Jika. No, I tried in that because you all right, but just say a cat. It in the big to ABC with the caveat not as a debiano, not near Manqui. We not one time in a make could preach maybe to me research who small video be that told us the richest man in the United States that has ever lived. Actually, the richest man that has ever lived. It's not Bill Gates. And it's not Jeff Bezos. I'm still whiny. You share, I say, Solomon. Adrian Masokrada. You start to see meeting, then, you know, another video is talking about faith-based men, ministers, teaching financial peace education about biblical principles. No, but Larry Beckett, you know, Howard Durtens and a room blue, Boomudin, near the name started to me reading from the book. Started to me reading me trying to know more about these people. No? The military and others, they all talking about 5 things. If you do, will never be changing. That is based on the Bible. You see, Jesus talked about money more than peace and love put together. You see, there are 2,500 scriptures in the Bible that talks about money and possession. 2,500. It talks about money and possession. And Jesus took more than grace and love together in the parables, in the Bible, in the parables. Why? Jesus said, no, Jesus. But when he says, if me I go through our pocket, I get into a heart so simple and so easily. See, the way I is a casino, a tray, a character, any life, a spiritual walk, maybe. It's, you know, going through to say, if me through our pocket is simple. You see, with Matthew 6:21, this is where your treasure is, there your heart also will be. You know, it's, you know, listening to these people, Larry Beckett, Ron Blue, Dave Ramsey, and all that, no, they were all talking about these 5 things. They said, if you do these 5 things, if you are working and earning income, within a period of 10 to 15 years, you acquire some wealth. So we're not talking about all this, near breaking it down near the core. It's not like it's a get rich quick. It's not like a prosperity thing. It's like, bra, when say bro now, it's the way I believe with life, no, and I'll be report that thing. The way I believe with life, no, and I'll be report that thing. So it's these 5 things, no, like I'm saying, if you can do this whilst you working and earning income at a period of 10 to 15 years, you acquire some form of wealth. No 2 ways about that. No 2 ways. It's not like you can just say, get rich quick and be but the way and automatic, because so now full up I will say it has to happen. In theory, the first one, you have to have a written budget. A written budget. First one, written budget. You have to live on a budget. So if you look, 1428, Jesus Christ will say, which one of you, intended to build a paraphrase? Obi person who sit down, when checking the cost, when checking the biana, sorry, and now kakusi. Now we drew medal now to me. I'm for crabestro. I'm for crabestro. We need a plan. You need a plan, a budget. John Maxwell and the kind was say a budget is you telling your money what to do instead of wondering where it went. Many a times, you catch it. You see, can you see it? You say a trip neko. You need maybe a sikafa. Yeah, Juma sa maybe 2 money because you're planning. Now me can be say so shuma we Juma craft for why Juma would make 50,000 why Juma for 20 years. It's almost like 2 million, so like a million. A million, send our catch. And we have to have a way, a plan, everything your catch says can it be. Well, Ziggler and the kind or see if you aim at nothing now, you hit it all the time. So one year plan, one full she said you aim at nothing, you'll be hitting all the time because there's no plan. There's no plan, you hit it all the time. And the budget, so we will take budget, Profi say, budget. I say I restrict you, but if my budget it frees you, because now catch you see Canadian conquer. Now catch you see Canadian conquer. Number two of we have to get out of debt. We have to get out of debt. If you yesterday bra and one said yesterday be a kusku kakra. Yeah, student loan. If we are by the time we leave school, near credit card, if we are better dying, you talk car, son, maybe a year and you cruise to the free baby in Naya boom. And I say, it can't be brave. After a while, no be able to share. And you worry, no be to die, buy a house, near to die. It's after a while, we say, a canoe, maybe a damn year, she they say, I cannot usually to say, yes, ye. But you make sure that you get out of debt. You see, Proverbs 22:7, I say, the rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a slave to the lender. It is true. See, nowhere in the Bible did God bless his people using debt. As say are classified, as a good debt or bad debt, where a good debt, nowhere in the Bible. You see, it's not a sin. It's not a sin. Now you can have a credit card and go to heaven. But nowhere, 100%, nowhere are Yakupon used to debt. We use to debt a bit blessing the people. And you have to free from debt. You make sure you're free from debt completely. You debt free life. Number 3, we have to foster quality relationship. We have to foster quality relationship. I say Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 15:33. It says, "Do not be deceived. Evil company corrupt good habits." It's true. You talk like the people you hang out with. Say no kasa na also kasa. So curse every 5 minutes. You'll be cursing every 5 minutes. Sometimes it's amazing how you say you back and a crowd bonny or down the street, even auntie. And so you need to be away bonnet, will be a wump and auntie. Hey, actually, steady crowd say within a period of time, for 10 years period, your income will be the total of your 10 people you talk to every day. John Rowan crowd, you call more than that. I would say 5%. Divide 5 people that you talk to every day. Divide them. Add their income and divide it by 5, and that's your income. That means hang out Sam, yes, you're turning into. Hanging out, Sam, yes, you're turning into. You have to foster quality relationship. If you're hanging out with people now, if you say, debt, they can. So you always have to have a data. Sana de be also life baby. Because it's true. We want to catch and say maybe a 12 fee offer. Just one TV crowd. And him say Krum had the idea or say come corner to be it so. Or say come corner. And yes, sir. There are other ways a bit me a live ye. Other ways, different ways a bit me a live ye and casapa. And it was see a foster quality relationship. People that we now doing the same, and I say, "I dear person we no, those are the people you have to work with." Say if you work with your friends, say if your friends they read Bible all the time, also be reading Bible. You watch the same movies, you watch the same thing. Friends the same thing. And if you want to get out of debt, you have to make sure say you go or work with people that are out of debt or that have the same idea. If you want to be out of debt, then you're working with people that say you can never be out of debt in this country. Then the same way, they say self because you want to go this direction. Now, why dream so they will go the other direction? So you have to foster quality relationship. Now, number 4, we have to save and invest. Save and invest. Proverbs 21:20 says, "The wise stores up choice food and oil and olive oil, but fools spend whatever they get." The Bible says, "Yes, can I spend in you are a fool." That means I will say there a debito because you need the tree to be see. There in this cry or see a debito. And Fabian to Honma in ye a bedroom, a study shows say about 72% of the population will have a rainy day or will have emergency with a period of 10 years. Into years cannot spending in that means there's going to be a pointer. You need emergency. And you fall back onto what? You're falling back onto credit cards or loan or something. We have to make sure say you save creating a bian is save and spending in save will be. Then number 5. Now we have to be outrageously generous. Now we build it. Why outrageous? You see, 2 Corinthians 9:7. I say God loves a cheerful giver. Proverbs 11:25. It's a generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Giving is part of success, financial success. But people don't know that. If one mom say 1 + 1 is 2, we 1 free 1 more 1. But when it comes to finances, the more you give, the more you get. The more you give, the more you make. And these are the 5 things that if you stay on course on this, things will change financially for you. Like I said, if you do this, those things, no, we are going to go down now and start breaking on how we can do that. But financially, if you stay on course doing this, one, you have to have a plan. I will say what plan are yeah. Plan. Said here, so share last week, we just say how I best set up your goals. Those are the plans. You set up goals. You say these are the goals, these are idea you follow, because if you have goals, and my baby for you maybe in direction this plan is going to take us into your plan. The plan is for us to move forward financially. Into your plan. Number 2, you make sure say we get rid of all our debt. You make sure say get rid of all our debt. Then number 3, near foster quality relationship. Number 4, then we save and invest. We save and invest. Then number 5, we give. So these days, if you are working and earning income and you do these things, you should be within a period of 10 to 15 years. You should build some form of wealth. No question about that. I say, and your prosperity thing, it's not like get rich quick thing. Yeah, it's just like if you grow corn, better corn. Let's go through and see the process. I bet me breaking it down. I bet me follow one after the other. I bet in the eye. We have 7 baby steps. I bet me follow gradually to get us there. 7 baby steps. The first one, I bet say we will save $1,000. That's our emergency fund. Starting emergency fund, $1,000. The first step is save emergency fund of $1,000. First step, quite be before so be 1,000 piano, and ye to each. Quite be a bay, I be $1,000, and ye be a dear to each, Nafi, and neighbor be move on. My friend numbers in to share with me, a friend with me, I send a chat or question will be with me. WhatsApp number here 571-535-9721. 571-535-9721. And our studio number I use here 202-609-9406. 602-609-9406. With me, a friend, with me, I send it. So email, chat, so I will wait. So the friends at Facebook, but yeah, I bet me. So first one is save $1,000. $1,000. You find baby, a friend, baby. $1,000. You can't be a first was saying 1,000 in your house near the at all for our starting emergency fund. Starting emergency fund of $1,000. We and yes can be a sum. But what it is we need something at our back in case say BBC, because if yes a bedroom point you best falling back onto debt. Into $1,000. How and I be money $1,000. Yet first thing say a budget. Ye budgeter. Ye near tree sikadi and conquer. Every dollar you be assigning. Every dollar is a sign what to do. Usually a budget now within it as any budget in we say ibinya a wiggle room. Because most of the time, in your budget, we just assume say you use kasi. Especially when Quran and most of the times can we assume say we use we use more than that. Most of the people I talk to will be on my also me use $1,000 for groceries. Whether it's not say on my list here, almost once who used to be at 2,000, or used to be at $1,000, or used to more than the no officer one speaks to use to. So we need to have a plan. We need to have a budget on paper, on purpose. Now, say our spouse class there, and you mean that I was here trans near ye. Will be undominated or in that trans near ye. Now, the good thing about budget and cry say, and so last week, I make say, and my relationship cry better because those that had a rocky relationship, doing budget brought them together closer. Because a mama communicate in your communication there in my relationship you're good. It budget is gonna bring you guys together. So on budget, on paper, on purpose, yeah, budget on paper, on purpose. $1,000. Most of the time, 9 out of 10, we your budget in we are we will go room kakra. Because what it is now you be focused on our need, not want. It needs to be, we all know how our need is. We need our 4 walls, which is we'll see your baby tito, we'll see your tradition, we'll see your BBD. Now we'll see your utility bills. It's no need focus say yeah budget. I know the first thing I we'll say the akabiano a trasem. It if you're in debt be bringing who the NPC to me to your data. That's the first thing we do. Our 4 walls, which is food, transportation, utilities, and 4 walls are food, transportation, utilities, and housing. Those are the things that we need. Those are our wants. There could be our need. There could be our wants. And if we are in trouble, we want to get out of trouble. We are financially, this is not income issue. Usually, we go to market office issue. You more come up, but we are living on paycheck to paycheck, and it's emergency. I will see it in free because paycheck to paycheck rat race, you make a lot, but they be not the same situation because you pay too much. You have so much debt. Every loan you can think of, your student loan, your car loan, your income loan, your TV loan, your BBR. And the more money that comes in, the better comes on any nako. That means you're living on paycheck to paycheck because we work, we make 80, 100, 120, 150. But in your paycheck, I know we're looking for another paycheck because by the time we hit our accounts, they're already. That's kind of cool. Because there's too much payment going on. A lot of payment. Into the end, it's a first day, you make sure say your back is secured. Like I said, $1,000 ain't enough. But just the beginning starter emergency fund and you're there too. Because you're trying free debt. If you need to be a one ma, be a muffler, a sell car muffler crack or say, maybe a credit or say, you fall back into debt. But $1,000 that would cheer. And you can sit like I'm saying, but a baby will catch the small ones. The small ones, so between you catch those things, then move on. We hear budget, I will say all of a sudden when you will go room. Say, we have budget, that's when you will go room. Then that becomes an income issue. That means I was here finding BBA. I bet him the BB Kakraba, near him the budget. It's on purpose, on paper. If you have a spouse or wife and also a husband, mummy nana motsas na moye. Ubi nyebi enche obi ani na motsas calculate we any ye budget near we na fide be can near the tool for emergency fund as $1,000 and kwani here. The next step after the $1,000 which is the baby step 2 betray Kenya is set a house. All our debt be training way to your debt different ways you did your debt by being using the snowball method. The snowball method here, whereby you try from the smallest all the way to the biggest. Into the smallest, we don't care the interest rate because what it is this process is going to take you 2 years or or it won't take you more than 3 years. It should take you within 2 years to pay off all your debt. If you are really serious, it can even take you less time. Now you're going to be starting from the top, all the way the top, all the way. Start with the smallest debt first. Smallest debt. Tiben list your debt sometimes you go and near ref, you have to make sure you list your debt small payment personal loans be you're listing in every you're listing in every now I feel about attack those debts now. Hey, we almost okay. I mean, your budget maybe crowd me who I'm spending a day. These days it's easy if you log into your bank account or your online banking. If you log in, you see how you spend. Nyama out to Tony, I didn't to be the Nyama you need and Nyama and you want on the budget side. No, most of budget now everything is there. One listening in I don't know between about 1,000, 1,000 we are now near about attack your debt. Until you list your debt in a set our house. All debt, every debt, you have a set the house. Car loans, student loans, credit cards, or small other payday loans, whatever. You're listing in area. Now I feel you be attacking those things. You be attacking those loans. In a method of snowball, we do not care about the interest rate because this is a take care of it very quick. It's even the interest rate a high crana and you match because you focus on the free on. Hey, the next one, like I said, putting now together, regardless of interest rate, you found the interest rate in the city. It started from the straw. Now, fee smallest first, now fee attacking one after the other. This is where some people do say now the refugee debt in be. You'll see making sure because we have to be current. If you want to keep your age to order that, if you cry in trade, if you want the collections, if you at this point you pull up your credit report. Now a car was not DB a treat you at the end up to date now say up to date. Now fee you're facing a city now you're makasa. Usually a can be brought with Jato and come once and yet it's not good. I will say from any car. Now if you was started here. Until you be a budget a BBA now for 1,000 at Twitch. Now remember, these are bills are you treated a car or why you treated that. But you treat every month to be you treat every month to be the due amount until I ain't me that. Now you baby change star not a little bit. You be changing hey, we'll see who a can be a day. Sometimes I'm for a mistake. It can be it make sure open reporter. It can be one kind rather than I didn't but also checking in the all kind it's one kaya like I say call reports and so you be pull be bit me on. Nafi you best start your home the snowball method now. And you say snowball method. To way example. If I'm making a car medini, it is your share. We say 500 or medical bill. Let me try 50 payments a month. 2,005 on credit card bills, which is 63 per month. 7,000 car loan. Let me try 135 per month. 10,000 student loan, which is 96 per month. At this point, I listed making to make an list. Said the kind you be call from the smallest. In your interest rate, they have other way of pay debt or go by interest rate, so between interest rates, we know the say you quick wins, maybe to energize you a more because you treat emphasis say interest rate 10,000 to the loan, so 2%. Now say interest rate 500 medical bill, so 5%. That's a big decide. So okay, some person student the interest based on the interest rates now start paying the student loan now. See if student loan now, if you see a 3 offer, a calculate here. She say a bit take a baby 3 years to send it be a bit me 4 5 years Sunday the but here is the situation that we don't care about it. Now you cheer from the Ketua because you see when you are energized near more near an internet. At this point, no. Now you see call your budget na be no in your car. Every money be in your ABR, you be through into the debt. Every money. Yes. We will say the budget be these days is so simple. There are so many side hustles you can do. Even lemon between that on lemon, a crowd will fear anymore. Lemon between lemon stand, I will fear any crowd between 100 a week. If you're going to go out there and bring at least like 100 a week, if you pay 100 a week from baby, be almost serious. Pound between 100 your friends saying 100 a month to go between 100 a week. Within a week, no, a month will between 400. That means you will be through into this no. Now, yeah, let's see BBA smallest ever. At this point, no, the smallest now you medical bill 500. The medical bill no, when you be focus on it, you be share all the due amount or due payment no, into 2005 on a credit card no. You be share 63 payment no, $63. You be share your car loan so 135 on you be share. Then so you train we are near we. Now fee be in ya we no budget we and I income more income idea about no. Be a baby no. Now be yo, that's it. Vanessa Wadrene, take note, good. Good, so be taking note. You continue. Be no. Now one after the other, they are called. It's now 500. Send it to me to buy. In fact, say the extra $100 a month, cry now. $100 a month. If you cry no, you say your juma is so tight. If you need be why you say what she's carrying at least you try to 100 days. There are so many things you can do for this. You can do for $100 a month extra. A lot of things. Between Uber Eats, between a DoorDash, between your friends say $100 a month, which is at least we bet 25 a week. 25 a week, they will be a bit quite between extra of 25 a week. This is a situation where we time is so limited. We just need $100, just extra $100 to add to this 500, to add to our payment, and it's going to change our life. At this point, we'll see a sacrifice. Maybe a bit those that are serious, serious panel within if I say a week, no, a month, the bear 400. With the 400, but they are a bit change you quicker than a bow. The emphasis, like I said, you want to the extra 100. Extra 100, say the Bible working. Now, you make a payment except the 500 into your extra 100 every month. Be as see at the bottom. Every month be the extra 100 back out. Into the count 50 no one. They are could share 500 no. Into one say. Adia nanka you $50 kibiti. You take 10 months. You $50 every month. Every month be you $50. 10 months nanka be take it every. Guess what? You did 100 ne can now you share 150 a month. Oh, but remember you paying the due amount no the rest you will see you share new year. Hey, na fe yako. Hello. Pa Kosopa. When you are permitted, Koso. Yo, Koso Mebra. Let's say. Hello, me too come, Kasa. Nyami adum na way. Yo, a financial peace, education, how to live debt-free living. financial education. Baby Adruno, yeah, try say, yeah, we are paying off our debt. The process between you should pay off our debt. Um, it is debt snowball method. Debt snowball method, yeah, whereby we go from uh, the smallest amount to the biggest. We have different ways I between the debt. You should based on interest, but you should debt snowball, and we don't care about the interest because this system is going to take us maybe 2 years or less, depending on how serious we are. We don't really care about the interest. Yeah, the NCA be sure say you hit here then quick. Hey, I don't know. You started from say or say a budget, a budget we talking of whereby say you will be because most of us we live in paycheck to paycheck. It had nothing to do with income. We make a lot of money, 120, 150. The reason why we live in a lot of debt is because we have a lot of payment. Until all the money comes in, all the money goes out. Now a rat race, the BNA system. The good thing is we can go out there and make more money. But the moment we make more money, then we acquire then you start to be make payment also. The BIA is can just say, yeah, the BIA hey, to be able to, because remember, our powerful tool to build wealth is our income. And if we give our income away, we can never build wealth. The system in this country, I said, and I say you have to, the system is built to take from you. The financial institution is always like to take from you. So if you don't be smart and try to do those things now, you always be in that position. It's power so. It's that is good. What it is before I'll answer the question. Let me ask you a question here. Let's take gun for example, right? Is gun bad or is good? Gun, yeah, me say yeah, for gun. It too is it good or bad? Good, good. Yeah, okay. So, but and yeah, who say it too itself no, and yeah, bad. There's nothing wrong with it too because it too and nothing kukum will be that they be a true will be the D2 kukum liba. Mewa. Debt is not bad, but who say debt is destroying us. To be able to do that, you have to get away from debt. I know, say in this country, they've made it like a way. Say if you don't have data, it's like you can never succeed or whatever. Like if you go into debt, look, 78% of the population. Look, 78% of the population live on paycheck to paycheck. It has nothing to do with income. They live on paycheck to paycheck. Out of that, 23% make six figures. Brokers I enter call a commercial break into yeah, still on Ebekasa. Ebekasa, until the Casa still yet. Okay, that is good. Like I said, debt itself is good. It's the way you use it. Said you can. All right, there's a study that is done in 2012. There was a study done, the biggest study done about millionaires that was done. And when we come back from the break, I'll break it down for you. The reason why we don't have to necessarily touch it, and we will be fine. What it is the point you're saying is good, but I've seen so many, and myself, not so many, myself, I went through the same position. If you have no debt, you don't have to worry about recession, depression, whatever shit. Because anytime the economy is, if you have debt equals risk. More debt equals more risk. What did they channel? Yes. You're a tear for your baby. Hello, my bro also. Papa's, yo, I'm sorry, Kakra. And said, hey, yo, to say the American. So in 2012, there was a book written called Everyday Millionaire, written by Chris Hogan. Everyday Millionaire. Yeah, Chris Hogan. Let me see if I can have one. It's over here. But you're Virginia. Oh, Georgia. Okay. Because my birthday committee has a no macro. So, you're breaking it down. One thing is, I was in the same situation, my top house, no money down house, and all those things. What it is the economy goes down, it goes with you. So when you look at that book now, at that time, there were 18 million millionaires in the United States of America. Out of the 18 million, about almost 80% of them were net worth was around 1 to 5 million. And yeah, out of them, almost bare 80%, I think it was 70 something, was from 1 to 5 million. So they were wondering, how are these people? So they started interviewing them. They interviewed 150 people. See, before then, 25 years ago, there was the same book called Millionaire Next Door. That book, they interviewed only 700. So people criticized that book. So these people wanted to go do more. So they interviewed 10,150 across the whole nation, across board. Out of that, those people, our network here 1 to 5 million. How did they do it? They realized, say, most of them, about 60-something% of those or making that amount, or worth near 1 to 5, had never household, not a single person, household. Now the ABR numbers might change. This was in 2018. Had never made 100,000. So how did they do that? They used only two things, two vehicles. One, it was employee-sponsored retirement plan, and two, paid off home. It was still paid off home. They paid off their home. Okay, so this is how they did it. With a period of time, they start putting in for their employment retirement plan. So not making more. And also, you better make a calculation how high meeting me. So even if you put $100 in a month, every paycheck be in a month into your retirement, the compounding effect, yes. Till emphasis 40 years. By the time you return, emphasis those times, emphasis that interest require 12%. 12% is going to get you 1 point something, or 1.2 roughly. All right, you have a home, and you pay off the home until 1.5, maybe 1.1 million. And even with this, I'm talking, I'm a day, Oma, your match, or crack, we just consecutively with 100 chicken. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. That exactly. And at the same time, what it is we try to be fancy when it comes to investment and all that. What it is to that period of to be worthy on that side. No, you don't need much, and you don't have to do a lot. Then from that time on, there's a different plan altogether. it's like saying, hey, I want to be a billionaire by using maybe retirement fund. The math doesn't work that way. It won't happen. Good for that. That is okay. Yeah. So that and like you said, not even most of our people. What it is in general. We talk about this all the time. We don't do it. Analysis of processes. Yes, we talk about this. Oh, I will invest. I will invest. I will invest. So we have to let the people know. And there are so many things. What it is when you look at the way the structure is set up, these financial institutions they take from us. It's good, like you said. If you know what you're doing with the credit, it's fine. There are so many people that have made fortune with using credit. But when you look at what I'm saying, like 78% of the population, we are not built that way. It has a 70. Everyone say, if I say, yes, a good say, yeah, we be use credit. And I say, if you know what you're doing. But what it is, yes, honey, yes, honey, you buy emphasis, you buy room her, and now you bet to your papa be, and I bet to your brother be, you buy with student loan, eco school. It's say, and yes, your status here, just student loan, eco school. We don't ask questions. Or we or talk or talk with your payment. Yes, you start here and you could talk and you your payment. Again, I'll go back to the people that were interviewed that said they make and that research work was done. Most of them, they don't have car notes. They don't pay on note on cars. They don't use new. Yes, because what it is, the used car. Yes, yeah, and I also know to say the mortgage. Most of us we go in 30-year mortgage, right? All because we have so much debt. We have a lot of debt. And to even do 15-year mortgage, 15-year mortgage, they cost kakra. But you have so much pain on the other side, it won't mean yet. But if you start setting up things well, and I'm a living testimony of that. I used to take credit and all that. I stopped. Now we be at minting talk with cash. And apart from house is so expensive you can. But small things, if I can't buy cash, that means I'm not ready for it. And when you look at it, I would say we can't delay things these days. Delay that. That means I'm not ready for it. Oh no, I said be a debit card and I can say it's make a credit card. No, I don't use credit card at all. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Because what it is if you yes, and if you know what you're doing. No, kasa. That okay, bro. It's a good discussion to have. What it is I'll go back to the people again. None of them use that to acquire wealth. And how much is that? That what it is if you follow the trends, you fall for the trap. Like you're saying, what do you be training now? But I'll still go back and say 78% of the population live on paycheck to paycheck, and this is what puts us in that situation. It's to say the all can is good, say they will reward you and all those things, and a trap. What do you okay? But any percent you okay? A trap. Yes, because when you say exactly, that's what I'm saying. And here, no, we are not losing. That's the way. That's the reason why we are in this situation. And to be able to, and I make an example. Say, it will need to run a cocoon nipa. It will a good. Say, okay, the protect and when so many things. But nipa na the cocoon. I didn't yeah. But say, when you use it, only say at the same time. So they heard the number of people are almost 7 out of 10 carry a balance every year, every month. But what you by almost 7 out of 10 carry a balance. That means you are paying the small in. Yes, they're paying the small interest. And to say they make because what it is if I want to if I want to be somebody me person me yes will be me will say me sua the nipa percent. If I want to be richer, I have to study what it's your principle it's not like it be condemn. As a matter of fact, okay, best way if you live within the principles and everything now, because you see kind of financial institution, they are there to make a business, right? They are there to make money. It's any free. They set small traps, right, to be able to get you. But discipline. But say you can't say discipline is discipline. Most people that most people that are settled. Exactly. Then when you get to because then the my say let me say beginning, may start, medical see baby say I was in the same boat, now if you do that's all dreams be happen. Yeah, we have so many people making with every crowd for wow for you say almost 78% to almost 80% live on paycheck to paycheck. Look at what they are making. With the winning crowd for need to now for 10. If you see car will make it, nipa 10 out of now for 10. You have to say 8. They live on paycheck to paycheck. It had nothing to do with income. They make a lot of money. But much wrong. All because of the way I started here. And I wish you cry to say the kind of cry. Me say to say me, for instance, me call debt because of what I want to build my credit. So that meeting they are taught dying. Ultimate good in see meeting are taught dying at the credit base. Okay. Here's the situation. Remember, before credit issue in this anime, we had a situation here, a country, and almost done without credit. It's called manual underwriter. It's still there. A few companies now, and they have a way to follow it. No, that's what they've been preaching for us to believe. Certainly, they go through that because they remember. Look at it this way: you said I should borrow $500, starting building my credit. To me, borrow 500 now. Let me start to see me chair. No, I'm 1,000. Let me start to say no, I'm 1,000. Be account now. Until when does it stop? It will be to a point. Say better. No, and I'm saying that exactly. And my it's the point I'm making is that saving house crown. I didn't know that until I started this process. I can buy a house without having a credit. And yet tough. No. And yet tough cry. Oh dear. Yes, you can buy a house without no credit. And that's what I'm saying. They are supposed to do it, but they're lazy. It's called manual underwriter. I know one company that I still do it, Churchill Mortgage. They still do it. Bro, sadly, Churchill Mortgage, check them out. Churchill Mortgage. What the process is, they have things you have to qualify together. One, you should have no credit. And you say what credit? What credit? I won't be useful credit. You are or see no bad credit. No, you should have. We say the emphasis is here. What credit? What share will be through credit? So what share be now within 6 months, your credit will be undetermined, right? It should be one. I just say on the to be able to get a credit to get a house without a credit. One, you should have no credit. Two, you should work at the same field for 2 years. Three, you should be current on your influence or rent. Yeah. And the last one is you should take not more than 25% of your take home pay as your monthly payment. You should get, yet they should give you that. It's called manual underwriter. Most of them don't do it, but few ones are still doing it. It's that's what I'm saying. That's most of the reason why we get into debt. And that debt is a trap. And a question. The whole thing I'm trying to bring the community to understand is say there are things you can do without going to debt. If you can be disciplined and stay, but fine, because it's leveraging, right? Leveraging. It's all about leveraging. But we've seen so many times say it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, especially said you can we're in the banking sector, so you know a little bit about it. So many people don't know about it, especially medical field for there. They don't know so many about this, and that's where most of our people are too, on the medical side. It's we can do a lot without live a simple life without doing or going through all this process, without going through this hustling and all that. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to. I'll be glad say every time we contribute to no boy because you've made a very good point. Said debt, it's not. We don't have to fear debt, but if you can be disciplined, if you can be disciplined and follow it, To say, you're welcome. To say, if it's a mortgage craft, for instance, you know how Mami make an example kakra and I make sure this so yeah. Stay with me, okay? Me share see bit in your way. To say mortgage, let me see. Okay, and send me or hand. That's your home screen. Your patriotic. Mia. Oh, you don't see the screen. Still at home. Oh, okay. The start, sir. Yeah. So you have say a mortgage of 400. You have 400,000, right? At this right now, so 400,000 mortgage. That's it. For the ABB, right? You pay 20%, which is about 80, right? Yeah. Say you call. See a call. Infant say, see what 20%. 20%. That's about 80,000. Okay. So 80,000. Let's say well at this rate in Crabbe since say rate is okay. Uh-huh. Your fancy, yeah, we are, everything is right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, it's 400. Until I didn't fancy 400, yeah, 320. It's now, no, see, you 15, you 30 years. The 30 years is gonna, we are paying 2,340 at this time because it's gonna right now, I'm at 5.5. In fact, BBI correct, BBI, right? It is a 300 and a bit 2,340 as at this point. You try 2,340 at this point, right? What the whole banking set until I just want to do it for people to see only interest. Pro, pro, property tax, no. Yeah, you pay property tax and everything. Wait, may calculation in account. It's on a basis. I mean, I know say it varies from county, but it's in what the emphasis you frame to the emphasis between 2,000. It is a 2,000. That's a year and 30 years, 720, right? By the time you try 30 years, but at the same time, no, they're in 15, right? It between 3,000 and you double the 4,000. Hey, but it between 2,800. To 2,800, if you have 2,800, 2,800, if I say, I don't know, let's say by the time you have 15 years, you have for 540 or 504. And to look at the difference, see, we go into 30-year mortgage because we have so much going on with us. And oh, I'm saying another one. Hold on, another one you also, no, so you're finding rem. Bro, Koso, hello, Koso. Oh, it's me, man. I'm saying I'm for some of conversation I had the homes are. Meeting. I'm so free, so okay. All right. Akwasi, come again. All right, come again, Akwasi. The point I'm making is what it is the reason why I'm trying to bring this a little bit in here and say these people that I'm talking about again, they make sure they take advantage of all those things. They make sure they don't waste anything. And when they get to 5 million now, the net worth is 5 million, then it's different ball game from then. Yeah. It will share we are in the same stage. We can easily get there. We can easily get there within a period of 10 to 15 years. Everything here is the same thing, and because you're putting more because your income. Now we don't have debt. Now we have you're making 120, 150. We can easily be at that spot. Even if you're maxing out a retirement in the now, we can do index now also at the come within a short time. Yeah, it's staying debt free, is something a bit boy than say you near those things. Hey. Good. On that note, so I can have a little bit to say on that. So I know say buy kakra. What it is this is a plan. So when I talk to people about this, I do a lot of advising and all that on the financial side. My advice, I can't force anybody to do it. My clients, my advice is you do not buy a house until you are debt free and you have your 20%. So, and you have emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of your expenses. So, yeah, my expenses. So let's say if I use 3,000 a month, including my mortgage, and that's including whatever it is now. Now I was 6 months. I will hold money 18,000. That is just for that, not investment, not anything in money market account. In that situation, I can still go in for 15. Because even if I lose my job by 6 months' time, especially say a partners are both intimate lose a job at the same time, it can happen though, but it's real. So it means now the process now, you did free and Sunday, no. Yet we get into mortgage, or especially when we out of school, the first thing is, by the time we have student loan already, you have a car, your credit cards. Now you worry, so why wouldn't your community know? Buy a house near the good. So even though you've married for just 3 weeks, near talk yourself talk the mortgage swaka. It is an eye, but imagine say it do your big money when we do 120, we do 120, and so still near because payment near too much, especially student loan, No, student loan. I talk to I teach people all the time not to take student loan because what it is they're always 4 billion every year, almost 4 billion every year on claim scholarships. But it's a job. Also, we free. Also apply more. It's a job. Also, yeah, you apply 1 or 2 years, and you loan near the core. So when you're athletic or academic, we student a football be 1,000 from here, 5,000 for the carbon most of it in their school. Because these days we use school and your first now 40 near so we now 150 near 200 near. Yes, the margin for student loan. Yeah, I'm for say what amount for student loan. Big ones pioneer 150 50 40 no. What you crown you must a mortgage pa. To we are if you make a lot crown I say well send I'll be a save. It in the processes for you to be able to be comfortable. No? Take care of all that. Also, say you find yourself rent, who rent here, will be as in a renting yet. No, who can so rent it for the rest of your life? I would disagree with you, but I can say me rent it for a year or 2 or 3. Now me build it myself here. I take care of said my year. There's nothing wrong with that. Be my mortgage, look to say I say renting. Look to say Bibia, we are you my. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yo, ayi, your sister baako ha. Na no bisa question bi nti no we dey also betimi aboa. Na ye nyina yahwe. Or say using a credit card over your debt no is the best way as long as you are disciplined. Sister bi say ohwa ya ka ho asem. Discipline dey and the best. Yeah, Nash, and none of the best. Discipline there, can the best. But who say I think say Papa might have a different to me if you have a certain range, you stay away from that. After that, it's a different ball game. It to be able to get there, no. Don't use a credit card or we call it debit card, using over your debit card, using your credit card over your debit card, or not just say using your credit over your debit card, no. I mean, make us say you see the credit, you use the debit more. If you have the money, it's close to cash. Yes, yeah. On the credit card side, yeah, and you need that discipline. Who say nipa be bring your discipline? Nipa be bring your discipline. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Sister, so what is just say? Media to me, media me feel say if you send you be a nipa be and your percentage na in your discipline. No, my point is say don't even touch it. But if you are disciplined, and fine, wait me because the point is, say if you be you now wait me a tria. That's the one saying tria here. Even if 17% said you can tria here. Why not? But the who be brain said nipa be brain so they carry your friends a balance. Once a fee at your marco actually. It's not now can be say if you follow the trends, you fall for the trap. Hey, almost the end because remember almost yeah, Juma say they have workers. You see big buildings, you have to pay a lot. And utumudi and so munjao. I'm saying brother Bakus was saying, I was say OT free UK, one of the best program I've ever listened to. Okay, this thing. Okay, yo, bro, me the WhatsApp number no to so. We need to person beside to be my manya way. Me the to so kakra. Last time you said, yeah, yeah. You said last time you said about consolidation need to know more. Okay, bro, we should be also betting about also. I think your thought will be helpful here. He was talking about consolidation. Say you're consolidating, your debt in your day. Yeah. Okay. This is what I have seen. Main confess now we are a study shows say people that consolidate within a period of 5 years they come back to the same way. Why? Okay, let me explain. When you're consolidating, right, it makes you feel say you have done something, but you've really not done anything. What it is you just shift the way na niyamate. What can niyamani nabo? We say first we treat ya we. What can you nabo na utrial back? Personal finance is 80% behavior, 20% head knowledge. And your behavior na do drew sa. If you are say we are disciplined, this but personal finance is a behavior because most of debt this animal a behavior. It's nothing else by behavior. Your behavior not a crack and a point. No. You cannot let somebody lose your weight for you. If you let somebody lose your weight for you, who you problem I could go to send a but say why na what na say na what me calculate na we discipline na what me tree how can free one ma a bit me free. Good. Another way no say sometimes the interest rates this money na come to go okay any my main consumer be facing a missy triana and then I made sure you brought a papa basu. Now me say that snowball you bet me use if you almost those that we've done this and over again. If you are serious, within 2 years you should pay off all your debt, including your student loan. Just bringing in like maybe 500 a week extra. Wait me go through this debt snowball process gradually are taking off. In that situation, the interest rate doesn't matter. So if you are paying within a 2 years period, the interest rate in any match. It's a bit me a year free. But my advice is debt consolidation, it makes you feel you're doing something, but you're not. Even if we now cost steady show say most people come back because their behavior didn't change. Bro, bit me a call. That's my 2 cents. No. Okay. Yo, Etino, maybe I na make an say they make an now come back to discipline. I can maybe the na me chen say. You fan say, oh, we say who screen oh, maybe I brought no be who to say you this snowball no, which I know so you know. This snowball no process no. It takes you 2 years because what it is what okay. Mhm. Okay, there's another a lady now or can't wait no or say or the way about or see I use my credit card balance, I get cash reward and it protects my debit card if gets stolen. The same thing I now can say on your reward near, you know. Okay, for me, uh, because these are one of the myth among for say you say uh their credit card is debit card is protected because they use a credit card. What it is the requirement for Visa. I would just say yeah, we say there's a lot of you always go out there say if you're using a credit card, if you use a debit card, now it gets stolen. Say you be could use your credit card no, or say minimum say no see no be otimi or hack you one baby say no use the koto bibia a credit card. You say I want to say no I say three amount, but as a debit card, good. The same process is debit card. The only difference is a debit card is the money, so they hold the money. That's some of people's excuses not using a debit card instead of a credit card. So if that's your excuse, Visa requirements are the same, whether it's a credit card or debit card. The only difference is the credit card, no, you see, it's not your money. Who use a credit card and that issue, Nessie. It's no, but debit card, no. If I say be you sue 5,000, you hold 5,000 until the investigation before you get it back. But it's the same requirement, visa requirement. It's not, it doesn't matter whether it's a credit card or a debit card. It's the same thing. So that is your excuse there. My advice is to use your debit card because you get your money back if somebody stolen, if you got a credit card stolen or debit card stolen. It's the same requirement because remember a visa, a Mastercard, a Mastercard. And or something, I make sure I pay it off before any interest. Okay, so that means you are disciplined. It's yours is different, but like I said, 78%, almost 80%. No, 7 out of 10 carry a balance. That means we treat BB. All right. Now, other questions. So yes, I will say, if you have a student loan, you can apply for loan forgiveness. Your thought, your thought, bro. Yeah. process. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Non-profit like a church or those, yeah. Yeah. As a church is never metri amount. Good. Good. All right. The what kakra Mr. Meka found to say. To say the buy the a one-time tenor. But yes, but normal forgiveness, and to say the okay, you have to go through that process and all that. But this is the what it is you have to work for maybe government entity be a omono go through that process, no, maybe out here be we are Juma 5 years, this animal. What is going on is remember, some people have the potential to work somewhere else and make a lot of money. But because of the student loan, almost all the own self acquisition program, no, na untimi nja enkoye adwuma na so ye no. Ebi a be calculate no, bit emphasis bi a o make, we all know say government omuntua to say the bi a o private sector akwa make more money. Ebi a chance so bit more money. I make more money. I'm for bit make bi a 200. And so because of this forgiveness in no, maybe I was baby no your man 80,000. At the end of the year now you are losing. Over calculating 5 years now you are losing. Pay it off. Pay neko jimsika. And I'm say you see what they've done is they are creating myth be brama ya ho. Nyema be bre ho no ma e ade you are creating myth be brama ya ho. Say they make ebia o make 100,000 I will be a government entity be. But you know say ka ukọ baby a ubekwa ko make be a 180 for 5 years, 80 times 5 years say. Maybe crowd student loan ankasa cry be a 50,000. It's one lose more. But because say we need to can is until the ho akwakoshi nti ekyekire ma intimi njai de wo say ekoko intimi nleshie potential cry. The same way when it comes to I've seen people government your friends say government companies there benefit we and so you can now make you baby a bit to benefit in yana you have to weigh those options. Yeah, the nyati ya na ekwakoye forgiveness now can now another thing I make about forgiveness and say Biden the na way na a one-time thing I won't be that neighbor processing your good trend here said you can be but the normal one na a papa chichi mu na cost ni na if you ma apply now a less than 0.5 ever since the student loan asa na munya less than 0.5 it won't for need to so it's less than 0.5 it said you can and then apply and you cry just no and a Saturday ago and I mean you'll be correct candidate or say the channel almost how another program be a disabled and you say a process or something the channel was almost let me say 120 or say on say disabled but no you be monitor we go through the veteran a friend veteran a go through we after that cry be some monitor but say be okay be forgive you but I know I will say really say why disabled. I mean, on different angles, depending on whatever the situation is. And also another program it will be a way disabled now student loan. Hey, I mean, because disabled say be a different things. It depends on whatever the situation is. We go through that process now between the two. But if you are able working fine idea, weigh the options. Make us say be a government the money 50,000. Now be out there, I could make 120, 150. Then it will stay there. It doesn't help. Hey, I say Yeah, the baby, yeah, say tree better so. Yeah, you know. The time no kokakra. Enti bro memoir wrap up. Said the obe catch abusiafo na me so fa kakra nto aso ne enko. Omo ntwe wo kra. Yeah, one go school the next time pay academic pay near scan your strategy. Yo, your strategy. Yo, me so kakra me so me kan say mum say student loan is any money e cost nyina no. You try say e be my community e be mo hu say say money can be avoided by a discipline. A discipline. Had said the can credit ni ade ni nyina no. So if you have the discipline to do it, it's different. But if you don't have the discipline, don't touch it. Ubetimi live freely. May have a principle. If meet me first can to be beer. I know say dying there, they are never word any other. But never getting kitty on my betting at 20 idea. You just save and get it, you know. Instead of so cool through that process, not stress, this so any money now. Try to be stay debt free. Now anyway. Now, bro, it was a papa. Every discussing program every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. Yeah, that's it. Next, 7 to 9 p.m. We between boy all the time now. It's me the near to 2 year mama for what I say. I like it this way. Say, you coming from a different angle, me coming from a different angle, no, good. A lot of yeah. So I hope so. Between make every day, 7 to 9 p.m. 7 to 9 every Monday. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. Brave so, and now mobile so. Kwasi Asare that was also ubutie me sorry say mentimi amfa we no I'm saying na my focus on somewhere else. Try next time try to brush na files views and our questions brand and discuss it. Vinash so that was it. Say answer question now man into us. Oh Vinash, okay, I got you. Wednesday yeah muntie Vinash so onye easy okra. It's the affirmation of the week in any the affirmation of the week in a I believe I can do my best today. Every day, I believe I can do my best today. That's our affirmation of the week. And she be a commercial breaks. Like I said, Wednesday, Munti Vinash, or a very good Munti Vinash Wednesday via or the program also. I believe I can do my best every day. Say he can say one thing can be your boy Patrick or saying and I have Sikasen program every Monday 7 to 9 p.m. And we share next week. Then the world.
Who was the other guy?
Oh, yeah. Papa.
So he came as a what?
So this is something here and said discussion here. Yeah, also what you want to come with,
No, it's okay. We'll turn it off for you.
You see what time is